What if the Queen of Hearts was never evil? What if time travel could change everything you know about Auradon? And what happens when you mess with the fabric of time? That's exactly where Disney's Descendants franchise left us with The Rise of Red. And now, we're finally getting answers. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're still reeling from the mind-blowing ending of Descendants: The Rise of Red and dying to know what happens next, you're in the right place. Because today we're diving into everything you need to know about Descendants 5, also officially titled Wicked Wonderland. We're talking plot theories, returning characters, brand new VKs, first looks, and yes, we've got that juicy release date window too. Before we kick off, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for more awesome content. Let's jump right in. Before we talk about what's coming next, let's quickly break down the Rise of Red ending, because that ending was a wild ride. So, the story follows Red, daughter of the Queen of Hearts, who's invited by Principal Uma to attend Auradon Prep. But Red's mom? Yeah, she sees that invite as the perfect opportunity to wreak havoc. She storms Auradon, threatens Cinderella, and is ready to flip the entire kingdom upside down. To stop her, Red teams up with Chloe, Cinderella's daughter, and the two travel back in time using the magical pocket watch. Their mission? Prevent the prank that turned Bridget, a sweet and kind girl, into the evil Queen of Hearts. While in the past, Red and Chloe discover that Bridget and Ella, aka young Cinderella, were actually best friends. But at Castle Coming, Bridget is publicly humiliated by Juliana, who uses a forbidden cookbook to cast a devastating revenge spell. Red and Chloe manage to steal the book first, but when Juliana and her crew, including Hades, Maleficent, and Hook, grab it, they get frozen thanks to Merlin's protective magic. With the crisis averted, Red and Chloe return to the present, and things seem different. The Queen of Hearts isn't the same. Her dress has a white front, a softer look, a nod to the innocence of her younger self. Cinderella is alive and well, warmly greeting her daughter, and everything feels fixed, at least on the surface. But just as everyone starts celebrating, Uma's voice cuts in with an eerie warning: getting what you want can be dangerous, especially when you mess with the fabric of time. And then she hits us with, "You didn't think that was the end of the story, did you?" Classic Descendants move. All right, so where do we go from here? What is the actual Descendants 5 plot? The sequel picks up right after The Rise of Red, and it's called Wicked Wonderland, which already tells us a lot. This time, the story is taking us deep into present-day Wonderland. No more time traveling for now, but we're not done with its consequences. The official synopsis says, when Wonderland plays host to the Kingdom Cup Games, Red and Chloe Charming must fight to save everyone from an unexpected villain. We're talking about a whole new adventure, one where Red and Chloe aren't just fighting outside threats, but dealing with the fallout of rewriting history. What did changing the past really do? Is Bridget still the Queen of Hearts, or did something worse take her place? And let's not forget, we never actually saw the prank at Castle Coming. The movie teased it nonstop, and then boom, we time traveled, stopped it, and never got to see what actually happened. Some fans are convinced that Juliana wasn't even the real villain, and someone else pulled the strings. It definitely feels like The Rise of Red was part one of a bigger story. And Wicked Wonderland is that missing second half. The themes, consequences, identity, and figuring out what happily ever after really means. Now let's talk about the Descendants 5 cast, because this sequel is going big. Of course, we've got our returning leads. Kylie Control is back as Red. Malia Baker returns as Chloe. Ruby Rose Turner as Bridget, aka Young Queen of Hearts. Morgan Dudley as Ella. And Dara Renee as Juliana. The cast has been vocal about wanting to return. Kylie said, "Oh yeah, the story's not over. There's a lot that Red and Chloe have got to do and undo from the time travel of it all. So it's definitely not over." Malia added, "I would love to see Chloe's journey continue. Maybe she learned a little too much from the Merlin villain kids and Red." And Dara teased a potential villain upgrade, saying maybe Juliana is in charge now. And guess what? The original series favorite Jedediah Goodacre, who plays Chad Charming, Chloe's brother, has also hinted that he's down to return. Considering his family is front and center, we just might see a charming family reunion, but let's talk new faces. Descendants 5 introduces Liamani Segura as Pink, Red's younger sister, Brendan Tremblay as Max Hatter, son of the Mad Hatter, Alexandro Bird as Luis Madrigal, son of Luisa from Encanto, Kiara Romero as Hazel Hook, daughter of Captain Hook, Joel Ouellette as Robbie Hood, son of Robin Hood, Xavier Garrett as Felix, son of Dr. Facilier, Ryan McEwen and Dayton Paradis as Squirmy and Squeaky, Mr. Smee's twin sons. Rumors are swirling that Chloe and Robbie Hood could be a romantic pairing, and fans are already shipping it. And Pink? She's rumored to have her own standout musical number in the film titled Perfect Princess, featuring vocals from both Red and Chloe. Let's talk about what got the entire Descendants fandom buzzing: the first look at Descendants Wicked Wonderland. When production kicked off in April 2025, Disney shared the official first look cast photo, and fans immediately lost it. The image featured returning stars Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker back as Red and Chloe, alongside several new characters like Pink, Max Hatter, Luis Madrigal, and Hazel Hook. The costumes were bold, vibrant, and totally Wonderland-inspired, setting the tone for a sequel that's bigger and bolder than ever. Shortly after, the cast started sharing behind-the-scenes content across social media. From dance rehearsals to goofy on-set moments, fans got to see glimpses of the new sets, like the iconic rabbit hole, and the growing bond between the cast members. It was clear this group clicked, and their off-screen chemistry is bound to make the on-screen magic even better. We also saw returning adult characters like the Queen of Hearts, Cinderella, and the Mad Hatter in brand new looks, giving fans a mix of nostalgia and fresh energy. And one of the highlights? A fun video of Kylie and Malia using the magical pocket watch to travel into the future, only to discover it's the final day of filming. And yep, that day came in May 2025, officially marking the wrap of production for Wicked Wonderland. The behind-the-scenes photos from that final day captured smiles, hugs, and lots of love from the cast and crew, closing out filming on what looks to be the most exciting Descendants movie yet. Now, if you're a fan of the OG VKs, Mal, Evie, Jay, and Carlos, you might be wondering, where are they? Sadly, none of them return in The Rise of Red, and that continues with Wicked Wonderland. But their absence is addressed in the story. According to Uma, Mal and Ben are off on a diplomatic journey to unite more kingdoms, with Evie and Jay by their side. As for Carlos, Disney gave a heartfelt tribute. Uma has a photo of him in her office and tells Fairy Godmother that Carlos would have supported opening Auradon's doors to Wonderland kids. It's a touching nod to Cameron Boyce, who tragically passed away in 2019. Dove Cameron explained her choice not to return, saying, "I'm gonna say no, because I don't think it would be the same without the whole original cast. It might also be super wrong." Sophia Carson echoed that sentiment, saying, "Descendants for us ended with Descendants 3, but it's always so beautiful to see all of the love for the franchise." Even so, the legacy of Mal, Evie, and the rest still lives on, and their influence is definitely felt. Now let's get to the info you've been waiting for. When is the release date? Filming began on April 1st, 2025, and officially wrapped on May 29th, giving the production a super tight 2-month window. That's partly because Kylie and Malia will be joining the Descendants Zombies Worlds Collide tour, starting July 17th. So filming had to wrap fast. According to Disney, Descendants, Wicked Wonderland is set for a summer 2026 release. While there's no exact date or trailer just yet, fans can rest easy knowing the movie is complete and deep in post-production. Suzanne Todd, the executive producer, confirmed that with the way The Rise of Red ended, a follow-up was inevitable. There will be future good and evil turns for sure. And now that we've seen behind-the-scenes photos, a full cast list, and even set footage, it's safe to say this next chapter is going to be absolutely epic. Thanks for watching. Who's your favorite character from Descendants: The Rise of Red? What did you think of Descendants 4? What are some of your theories and predictions for Descendants 5? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.